Okay guys, this is a little footnote video that I actually recorded after doing my look at all the options and settings on this game. I wanted to add this in first before you watch the video because after finishing recording I carried on playing the game a little bit, and we got to the section where you passed a drone and you activate the drone to sort of scope the area out. On getting to that section, the game hard locked, crashed, couldn't do anything at all. There was no reset available. I had to completely power down with my fans running at full speed, you know, pressing all the power button to get out of it. It's not very nice at all to have to do. Subsequently tried it 3 or 4 times after, doing a few changes. I've checked through the ini file, etc, bits and bobs, so if I can get it working. At the moment, this game on my system, on an AMD system, will not progress past the drone section. I have the very latest drivers installed, and I've also rolled them back one set as well to try that, and it still crashes, so it doesn't look like it's a graphics problem. It's something else with the game and AMD systems. I've asked somebody I know with a similar system to test this game, and he's getting exactly the same crash. Activate the drone, game crashes. So with that, I would wait for some patches before you buy this game if you've got an AMD computer. I can't comment on an Intel system with a GeForce card. I haven't got one available to try, unfortunately. Maybe one of you guys could drop in the comments below if you get past the drone section and let me know on that. That'd be most helpful. On with the video. Thank you. Hi guys, today we are here with Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 on PC. Today I'm just going to run through all the settings and options in the menus available here, and I must admit I'm expecting quite a lot from this game. It's a CryEngine based game, so as you know the legendary Crysis 3 was originally based on that, so it should be quite a good looker. Let's have a look what's cracking off at the moment then. Right, so at the top here we've got Home, Campaign and Settings. I am doing this video on an FX 8350 at 4.2 and R9 290X 4GB graphics card with 16GB of 1833 RAM. The game is installed on a normal 7200 hard drive, and I must admit loading times are a bit slow. I would probably be tempted to run this game on an SSD. In fact, I might even install it myself onto that should I end up liking the game. Not played it yet, so I don't know if it's a good game or not. I'm just literally going through the graphics and stuff here. So to go through all the menu options, we've got the game menu here. What we got: disable XP indicators, disable hints, disable controller hints or controls hints, yeah, bullet camera, enemy AI comms. Okay, audio, music volume speaks for itself, effects volume, dialogue volume and subtitles on and off. Yeah, okay, video, here we go. So resolution, this is probably going to go all the way up to whatever your card supports. That being my max, yep, it's topped out at that, and all the way down to, let's have a quick look what we got, 4900, all the way down, 800 by 600, that's your lowest resolution. For my first test case, I'll run the most common one, which is the 1080p res. Let's get back to it. Quite a lot of options. There we go, 1920 by 1080. I'll try a couple of others as well, should it run well. Hopefully it will. Full screen, yes, no. VSync, yes, no. We'll turn that off just to see what FPS we get in game. Still quite a taxing thing, the CryEngine games, even on more modern hardware. And you know, my hardware is getting a little bit long in the tooth here. I must admit, I'm very ready to upgrade. Gamma, yeah. Field of view. Okay, so we'll go up a bit on that. We'll put that about half. Quality, high. Have we got an ultra? We've got a very high. High, medium, low. Okay. Advanced. Yes, I want to change those options, please. There we go. In-game effects. Very high. High, medium, low. I'm going to start everything as high as possible, which is what I normally do in these videos, and we'll sort of work down from there, monitoring the graphics card memory, you know, keeping an eye out for like your 3.5 gig for your GTX 970 owners and your 2GB card owners, see if we can get it under that a bit later on. But for now, we'll go the absolute max, see if I can blow my 4GB VRAM budget allowed, and see what happens. Object detail, again, looks like all these have got the same options, so I'll quickly whiz through them just to check. I would imagine they have. There's quite a lot of customization there. It's quite handy. Yes, they all look the same, don't they? It's worth checking because you're bound to get one that doesn't have a very low setting or such like. There we go. Yeah, motion blur. Yeah, speaks for itself. Okay, let's accept that. Accept. Okay. Controller, we've got an Xbox One controller plugged in, and it is only plugged in because, to be completely honest, my playing charge kit has decided to die on me, so I can't run it wireless on the dongle at the moment. Let's have a look. So sensitivity adjustments, aim sensitivity, drone sensitivity, invert your axis. I normally do that on flight games. I don't know about you guys. And vibration on and off. Yeah, you want to leave that. Controller layout. Okay, that's pretty well set up anyway. I would imagine that's going to mirror the consoles what they use. So we have got drones. So maybe flight for drone inverting would be a nice idea. We've got vehicle. Right. So look at mouse sensitivity, drone sensitivity. Yeah, same as before. Nothing different there. Keyboard controls. WSAD as always. Yeah, it's your standard keyboard layout really, isn't it? A couple of alterations on there. Primary weapons are on the numbers. Flashlight. Okay, can we configure extra mouse buttons? There's a point. If you have a nice mouse with all the extra buttons on. I've got a few on my 65 RGB Corsair mouse here, but it doesn't look like I can configure them for anything. Keyboard, back to keyboard. Mouse wheel for gadget. Okay. That is a lot of keys used actually. That's because we've got drone as well. Oh no, it just mirrors the walking keys, doesn't it? Night vision, left, right, yeah. Vehicle. Yeah, again mirroring the same keys. That's fine. Oh, we have got a change view key. That could be a nice thing to have on vehicles. Right, so we'll click start and see how we go on these maximum settings. So like I say, we've got 1080, everything maxed out. Let's go. Basically, start game. We're only doing a test, so I'm not going to run for a Gamer of the Year award here. Probably fail it. Right, loading. Here we go. Like I say, we are on a normal HDD 7200. Windows 10 Pro installed on a Intel SSD, along with all its drivers, etc. This would definitely benefit from being installed on an SSD, like most modern games. Loading times seem to get longer and longer. So, having a quick look down there at the bottom. Yeah, it's all good. Temps are good. On an AMD setup, that's something. As I'm sure you AMD owners will know, they do run rather hot. Even with upgraded cooling. I've not got water cooling, but I've got upgraded cooling. And it's noisy. Game starting. Go on then. Like I say, I've never played this, I've never booted it up until this day to do this video, so if we get any crashes or anything, that's straight off the cuff. I've not had a chance to check anything with it. Okay. There was a skip option for the cutscene, press and hold spacebar down for a period of time. Unfortunately, my camera view was obscuring that.
Really? Shut up!
Skip this. Yes, we can. Good. So, in game we have.
This is it. The Russian-Ukrainian border.
55 frames per second.
Com check. Frank, can you hear me?
Bad screen
Over.
tear.
Loud and clear.
Very bad screen
Listen
tear.
up, Marines. JSOC needs you to infiltrate that
Still
abandoned
taxing
military
stuff
complex
though,
and
even in
destroy
this
its
day and
bioweapons
age, the
stockpile.
CryEngine.
Stay frosty.
Good
Over and
looking,
out.
good
Over
looking
and
game.
After you,
though.
Rob.
Now we've got away from the cutscene. Okay. That's quite nice looking. I'm impressed with that. Can we alter graphics on the fly though? without rebooting the game.
You should have a better view from up there.
Roger that. What's that?
No fucking idea. A test site, maybe?
Ooh, zooming.
Alright, let's have a look.
That's a bit.
Fuck, I can't see shit.
Is that a bug
Too
or?
far. We need to find
We got
a better
like a
spot.
stutter when we pull the
What about
left
over
trigger
there?
in on the controller
Cliffs
to
on
aim.
the right side of that dome.
Oh,
You
it's
see
smooth
that?
now, so maybe it was just loading assets in. I don't know. It's certainly a very pronounced judder. Okay, so let's go into some graphics options now and see what we can do. So I would imagine we can use the controller. Yes, we can. No. Yes. Yes. Okay. Trigger to tab across. Right, resolution. Let's see if we can break the game. So max settings, 3200 by 1800. I'm currently on 1080p high, running at 2.8 gigabytes of VRAM. Let's see what this pushes it up to, and if it even works correctly. The video may end very soon. Okay, and accept. Accept. Oh. Okay, it's weird. Yes, we want to change. Oh my word. Well, it looks nice. VRAM 3.8 gigabytes of VRAM used. So I'm still under the 4 gigabyte threshold there for my card. FPS 35? No, 23. So just a test. Obviously not acceptable. You can't play the game like that. 23 frames per second. Nah, definitely not.
Yeah, I see it.
27
about the
frames per
angle,
second.
Let's
So
go
it's
and
under
check it out.
30, which is absolutely
Careful.
no
The
good.
rocks might be slippery.
Let's change that again. So another common one is what, 1440? We'll go with 1440, yeah. Again, very high everything. Accept. Apply. Yes, keep.
After you.
Okay, so we're now
Always
on...
first.
Oh, not much difference.
you're the one
3.7
holding the Navy
gigabytes
cross.
of VRAM used.
I didn't fight.
33 frames per second.
Yeah. Just go.
So-
we don't have all day.
I'm not sure what the consoles run at. I would imagine 30 frames per second being a CryEngine game. I don't know. I'd have to check. Highly doubt the 60. So you could still play above console settings at 1440p with everything on very high. The consoles, I have been told, use a mixture of high and very high at 1080p for the PlayStation 4 and 900p for the Xbox One. Shadow quality on both consoles is another notch down, however, from that. So at this resolution, with these effects, you are very much above the consoles. However, it does play smoothly on the consoles. I have seen somebody playing it on an Xbox One, and it played nice and smooth. You know, it looked good. It did look good, must admit. Obviously, though, this is a different kettle of fish. Okay, so let's try. See if we can get this down to under 3.5 gigabytes of VRAM for you GTX 970 users. So if we drop it down to 1080 again. Okay, accept. Yes. That should have done it. Right, we're on 3.3.5 gigabytes of VRAM at 1080p, very high. So yeah, that will be the setting for you guys. 55 frames per second, 60 frames per second. Screen tearing. Let's put some VSync on. There we go. Yes. Right, we've got VSync on now. Frame rate hovering between 46 and 55 by the look of it.
See that? Piece of cake.
Good job.
Yeah, you got no problems here, to be honest. Let's get to an area where we can overlook stuff again.
right. I'm on the other side.
So am I. Come on. Time's in short supply.
Yeah, that's a decent setting for anybody with 3.5 gigabyte VRAM card. I know the GTX 970's got 4 gigabytes before somebody drops that in the comments. It's just that the extra half gigabyte is a much slower memory. You'll get stuttering in your game. You need to keep it below 3.5 really. I tried one for about 2 weeks when they first came out. Spotted the problem with the card straight away. As soon as I went over 3.5, the card came to a crawl at times. It was stuttering. Immediately sent the card back, and at that time bought this R9 290X, which at the time was being replaced with the R9 390X, and obviously got a better price, shall we say, on the 290X. It's just that it's always been a very loud card with the fans. Fan profiles have to be high, etc. So good card, just very hot, very noisy. Okay, so if we're going to go now to try and get it under 2 gigabytes of VRAM, or maybe 3. So if we go, let's keep it on native, yeah, most people's monitors are 1080p. We would go to, let's have a look, what's the obvious ones? Shadows, normally pretty memory intensive, aren't they? We'll drop them down to high. Texture quality, object detail, put that down to high. Shader quality high. Let's give that a go. See what that does. Oops. Oh, I just screwed that up, didn't I? Yeah. Sorry. Object detail high. Shadows high. Accept. When you press Y to accept on the controller, you still have to double confirm it. So when you go back, let me just check that again. Yeah, look, there you go. You need to restart the game. Oh no, didn't want to have to do that. Okay, so let's restart, see where we're at. Okay, so something I noticed reloading the game on high with the 3 alterations that I did there to get it onto high. We got to, what did we do? We went, oops, video. We changed object detail there and shadow detail to high. The game loaded quicker, so it's obviously loading lower quality textures or something. VRAM is now under 3 gigabytes, as you can see. We're on 2.6 gigabytes of VRAM, so we've got a 3 gigabyte card, 1080p, 2 alterations down to high, and you've got it sorted.
Over and out.
After you, Rob.
Not a lot, 60 frames per second yet, though. I mean, I don't know how well optimised this is going to be. We've got 55, 57 frames per second.
Roger that.
Certainly playable, unless you're, one of these people that absolutely must have a lot 60. I'm not one of those people. I'd rather have the nice in-game effects
let's have a look.
And let it vary a little bit.
Can't see shit. We're too far. We need to find a better spot.
I still did a bit of a stutter there when I did the zoom.
On the right side of that dome. You see that?
Yeah, I see it. Not sure about the angle though.
Let's go and check it out.
So let's see if we can get it now below the 2 gigabyte threshold. Some of the GTX 660s and stuff are, still being used quite a lot. So let's see what we can do. Advanced options. If I have to reload the game again, then I want to imagine particles without the effect kicking off will make much difference. Physics, drop that one down. Post-processing, not normally very intensive, to be honest. If we put everything on high, let's see what that drops it down to, yeah? Let's try that. Probably going to tell me to restart the game, isn't it? Accept. Yes. You must restart the game. Oh. Super. Okay guys, let's restart the game again. My oh my. Okay, so I think we can attain from that high settings
This is it, the
will
Russian
not get you
Ukrainian
under
border.
2
Not sure
gigabytes
what
of
I was
VRAM. We're on
expecting.
2.6.
Com check.
The game
Frank,
does
can
still
you hear
look
me?
rather nice.
Over.
Bit of a
Loud and
streaming
clear.
issue there when I spun
Listen
around.
up, Marines.
No big deal. I
JSOC
don't
needs you
really
to
think it
infiltrate that
expected us to
abandoned
turn around
military
at that point.
complex and destroy its bioweapons
So
stockpile.
2.6,
Stay frosty.
still a good looking game. Shadows are still nice and
Over and
sharp.
out.
After you, Rob.
Not much of a difference in all honesty. It's still got all the nice fog effects and everything. It's not volumetric. Yeah, it's probably with this engine, I would imagine. Nice detail still.
You should have a
But
better
we
view
need to
from
get
up
it under
there.
2 gigabytes.
Roger
so
that.
what we'll do, we'll go for the
What's
game
that?
preset
No
of
fucking
medium,
idea.
because we're on the game
Test
preset
site,
of high
maybe?
effectively now.
All right, let's have a look. Fuck, can't see shit.
The stuttering's
far.
gone when you
We
zoom.
need to find a better spot.
Okay, it's
What about
2.7
over there?
gigabytes
Cliffs
of
on the
VRAM
right
now.
side of that dome.
So, let's see if we can adjust this video. Advanced in-game effects. Medium, everything. Leave motion blur on, it's a nice effect. Let's apply and accept. Accept. No. That's a bit of a glitch, I think. Right. Restart the game. Okay. Let's restart the game then.
Ukrainian border. Not sure what I was expecting. Com check. Frank, can you hear me? Over.
Loud and clear. Listen
Okay,
up,
so
Marines.
this is medium
JSOC needs
settings,
you to
and we're still not
infiltrate
under
that
2
abandoned military
gigabytes of
complex
VRAM,
and
we're on
destroy its
2.5
bioweapons
gigabytes.
stockpile.
I'm expecting a very locked 60 frames per second here.
Over and out.
Everything's
After
still
you,
looking
Rob.
pretty sharp. Not much difference at all, to be fair. Let's have a quick double check everything did. Yes, I am double checking. The game still looks pretty damn good. Yeah, we are medium. There you go. Medium settings. Ground textures have took a little bit of a hit, but it's no big deal. And you have got your locked 60 frames per second.
You should
now,
have
so
a
you
better
can probably
view
tweak
from
up
up
and
there.
down a few settings
Roger
to high
that.
and customize it how you want.
What's
but that
that?
isn't
No
budging
fucking idea.
at all.
A test site, maybe?
Ah, there's that jitter
All
again.
right, let's have a
Clearly
look.
has to load the assets in.
Can't see shit. We're too far. We need to find a better spot.
Yeah, no problem.
What
there
about
with
over
the 60.
there? Cliffs on the right.
Yeah, I see it.
Very
Not sure
fluid.
about the angle, though.
Let's go and check it out. The rocks might be slippery. After you.
Always first.
Okay, so we have
Hey, you're the one holding the Navy
one
cross.
option left, and that's to put everything on low. Let's see about low then. Low. I'm sort of expecting an Xbox 360 level game at low. We shall see. Accept. Yes. I know. Reload the game once more. Okay, so I've had to do a bit of tweaking
is it,
here.
the
I
Russian
loaded
Ukrainian
low
border.
at 1080p,
Not sure what I was
and we were
expecting.
still on
Com check.
2.3 and a
Frank,
half
can you hear
gigabytes of
me?
VRAM.
Over.
Loud and clear.
This is 720p, and we are still over 2 gigabytes. We're on 2.2 gigabytes VRAM. So you guys with the 2 gigabytes cards, you're going to have to drop this all the way down to
Over
640
and out.
After
to,
you, Rob.
to stand a chance. To be honest, it's not really a game for a 2 gigabyte card. I also had other problems. I tried to shrink my camera view because obviously I'm obscuring off the screen here, and it crashed the game.
You should have
So
a better view
at
from
this
up
lower
there.
resolution, for some
Roger
reason,
that.
it seems pretty glitchy
What's that?
for me.
No fucking idea.
A
Test site, maybe?
No idea why.
All right,
But as you
let's
can
have a
see,
look.
shadows now have got a
Fuck,
big haze
can't
to
see
them.
shit. We're too far. We need to find a better spot.
Rocks, not too bad. It's quite
What
surprising
about
how
over there?
CryEngine
Cliffs
game
on the right
holds
side
up.
of that dome.
The
See
nice
that?
fog that was floating around has disappeared. Still not bad looking, don't get me wrong. It's just everything's nice and blurry because it's not native resolution. So what I'm going to do now, like I say, if you want to get it under 2 gigabytes, you're going to have to drop your res down even further. So I would highly recommend you don't bother with this game if you've got a 2 gigabyte card. I'm afraid it's time to upgrade. What I'm going to do now is do a little bit of gameplay on settings I feel suit this system. So we'll alter everything around a bit, not too much. Video, so obviously resolution. We'll go to 1440 and we'll go, oops, yes, I want to change those effects. So, oh, it can change the reds on the fly, it's just the other options it can't do on the fly. Okay. Advanced options, in-game effects, we'll stick them on very high, object detail put on high, particles high, physics high, very high, medium. There we go. Let's try that. Let's see if it will hold basically at 1440p with those effects. You know, let's see if it will hold above 30 for the sort of console experience. Okay. So, RB, video, advanced, there we go. We are 46 frames per second. It's not perfectly smooth, if I'm honest, panning round. It's a little bit jittery still.
Yeah, I see
There
it.
we go.
Not sure about
It's not
the
the end
angle.
of the world by any means. Sticking at about 45-50 frames per second on my settings. VRAM's 3.3 gigabytes, so I should be alright with the 970, GTX 970.
Right. I'm on the other side.
So am I. Come on. Time's in short supply.
My fan profile's kicked right up. I don't know if you can
Ghost town
actually
over
hear
there.
that on the
Too
mic,
quiet
but
for your taste?
In
it
our
sounds
line
like
of
a
work, quiet
flipping
never
wind
means
turbine.
safe.
The joys of Radeon cards, AMD cards. Somebody. Hey, wolf. Okay.
Dead. Move on.
No, we don't get realistic fur here, guys. Let's have a look. I could quite happily play this, to be honest. It's the jitter seems to have cleared up. I
We're not
think it was
gonna jump
loading
over this
stuff
one.
in.
I remember the times when it'd be your first idea.
Yeah. What now?
Let me have a look around.
Scout mode, eh? Okay. So what do we do now then? LB is scout
See
mode.
that scorched tree?
There we go.
It's like a lightning strike. Bet that
Hold
with
to
a
open
well-placed
the bullet
shot.
wheel
Make a footprint.
and select explosive
Well-placed
rounds.
shot. So
Okay.
you want me to do it?
I'm good. Watch this.
Change the bullets. Use the explosives. Well, damn. Nice work, brother.
I think I'll
You're
move out of
going
the way.
first.
Yes, sir. Sergeant North, sir.
Be careful.
Yeah, I know. Chill.
Switch back to normal.
Feels solid.
Still, be careful.
Oh, shut up. You hear that?
42
Reload.
frames per second
Yeah.
seems to be about the lowest on that.
Closer.
Stay low. Let them pass. Better be safe. Okay, let's go.
Oh. I'd say that'll do for this little graphics or options run through that we're doing. Don't want to spoil the game for you by playing too much of it. Certainly runs decently on PC. Just avoid it if you've got a much older 2 gigabyte card. Anybody with a
Quick,
3
behind that rock.
gigabytes or above
I
card,
have a bad
no
feeling
problem at
about
all.
this.
Bad feeling,
Processor,
huh?
yeah, you're clearly going to run this on probably an i3, newer generation one. i5 2500 shouldn't have any problems. It seems to use all the threads, looking at my little MSI readout there. This is an 8-core processor, it's using all 8 nicely evenly. It's not taxing it in the slightest. A lot of that being down to the fact that the consoles have obviously got like little netbook CPUs in them, so most games nowadays are graphics card dependent rather than CPU dependent. There's a few, you know, outliers there, such as your PC only Civ games and stuff. They can bring stuff to a halt, but most of your FPSs and modern games like this, they'll run on most reasonable CPUs. Put your money in your graphics cards, guys.
You were right this time.
Right, well,
Looks like they're
if
busy
you like this
chewing
video,
down
please click
something.
like on
No
your way
need to
out,
kill them
and
until
think
you
about
really have to.
subscribing for more videos. I
Let's go
do
through the
quite a lot of
bushes.
streaming,
Okay,
gameplay
go.
videos, tutorials, and also, of course, these PC semi-technical, shall we say, videos. Anyway, hope it helps you out, and goodbye for now.